Good morning, beautiful people. So hey, today's video is going to be about the fountain of opportunities, and this is not some fable or cartoon video. Just wanted to chat with you for a few minutes to talk to you about your career seeking opportunities and some of the mistakes that I've seen lately that I think could really help you succeed in your goals. So let's start with I just did a post on to my Instagram account, and it says that a lot of people show up at the fountain of opportunity, like a waterfall of opportunity, with only a teaspoon. And that's one of the things I've been noticing lately, that some of the people that I'm mentoring, some of you that have reached out to me as well, that you apply to one department and then something happens and it doesn't work out, so you immediately want to quit, and that's not good. In California alone, we have close to 500 law enforcement agencies, and applying to one agency is never a good idea, you know, especially when they turn you down and you quit. You quit on your dreams, you quit on your goals. It's like the first example that I gave you in this video, the fountain of opportunity, a big, huge waterfall of opportunities falling in front of you. And then all you do is you bring a tiny little bucket to get some of that water instead of, you know, a lot of that water, right? You should show up with a big tanker truck to be able to get the most opportunity possible. So that's the first point. Some of you have gone to your psychological interview and you've been asked some interesting things that you're trying to figure out how to answer. I have a great video, a lot of you have seen it, called TMI, on psychological evaluations, and you need to watch that video before you go to your psychological evaluation. You're not there to unload all of your problems. We as human beings all have problems, but just answer what you're asked, and anyway, watch the video and then go from there. Another part of this video, this is all about advice. Some of you have reached out to me. You're working currently in law enforcement. You're going through some issues, employment issues. Maybe you're having a rift with your supervisor, maybe with your coworker. And if you're following my videos, you know that I don't sugarcoat anything. So don't take it personal, what I'm about to say. But at work, you don't have friends. At work, you have co-workers. And so this is important for you to understand, and please understand this early, because these are co-workers that work for your organization. They don't work for you. You're not the one that issues a paycheck. You're not the one that gives them retirement, medical benefits, etc. All you are is one of their co-workers. So some of you are surprised when you're going through situations and these co-workers throw you under the bus. And you need to expect this. You need to understand that that's part of working with co-workers. These are not, true family members or your best friends who are going to be there for you in the long run. These are people you met at the employment place for your employer. And if you get into any kind of trouble, these people will disappear, and that's usually an indication that they are co-workers. If you get put on administrative leave, if you get fired, believe it or not, the employer will not like it if they find out that these employees are still contacting someone who's been terminated by their company. And so that's another point of advice. And the last point of advice will be a short video today, is grammar. Some of you are trying to get into law enforcement and you're going through the application process, and your background investigator sees that you have an issue with grammar, right? Your writing ability, your reading ability, maybe, who knows, right? If you're multilingual, that's usually a very common thing. So I was there and I had to overcome that. And what did I do? I took remedial English courses. I read books. I spent lots of time in the library. I read the front page of the Wall Street Journal to know how stories are put together. You cannot think that this is going to go away. Maybe you were born in a different country, maybe English is your second, third, fourth language like me. Maybe that English is not spoken at home, your family speaks a different language. But if you want to work in law enforcement, you have to work on your grammar and possibly even your accent, right? There are courses you can take to work on your accent, and there's definitely courses you can take at the community college level, even at universities, etc. ESL, English as Second Language course. You need to learn the basic grammar, punctuation, spelling, etc. Why am I telling you this? Because sadly, 80%, and I say sadly because it's a lot of writing in law enforcement positions, 80% of the job a lot of times is writing, documenting, presenting in court. And so agencies want to make sure that you know how to write a good report so that you don't embarrass them later in your career. So anyway, that's pretty much it. If you have any other topics that you'd like me to discuss, please send them my way. If you haven't already, please subscribe, share with a friend who's trying to get into a law enforcement position. On this channel, I tend to cover things in a very, in your face kind of way, because I don't like to sugarcoat it. On the comments, please list any comments of any areas that you want me to discuss. Some of the topics that have recently come up is, what if you had to arrest a friend or a family member, or what if you had to report someone that's stealing at work or doing unethical stuff at work? These are real questions that come up on oral interviews and that you have to be prepared for. So again, put it on the comments. I'll address them as soon as possible. In the meantime, if you're working in law enforcement, be safe. If you're trying to get into law enforcement, be persistent. Relentless is the thing that I would like you to do. And thank you for listening. Have a great day.